Welcome back to the Hurley Pro Trestles, round 3 underway, heat 4 hitting the lineup. This has to be one of my favourite heats on paper that I've seen all year. Kolohe Andino, the current world number 11, going up against one of the rookies on the championship tour in Coffin, who's back in 24th position on the ratings. What is it that makes this heat so special, Ross?
Well, I mean, there's a bunch of things, but first of all, you know, it's just a battle of a couple great American surfers, you know, both from California, so that alone is very cool. Same sort of age right there, so they've been battling each other all the way back since the amateur days. Big names falling out of the mix, so Kolohe has a huge opportunity to move further up the Jeep leaderboard, and here he goes, the top seed in this battle. Performed so well yesterday and getting things started pretty nicely here with one of the bigger waves of the morning, and a huge cutback to finish that wave off. Really ripping that rail hard through the face of the wave, getting a bit of release in the tail as he pulled through that turn. Well, I didn't mind that at all. You know, with that northwest wind we had all day yesterday, it really did kind of send some ribs through the lineup. So the swell line's broken up a bit, which is going to make it challenging to read today. You know, it's not that normal lowers where it's basically a perfect wall and you can tee off. You have to really read these sections that are kind of pockety. So I like that Kolohe settled right there for a big rail hack. Instead of getting too hung up with needing to crack the lip 4 or 5 times. It's been really the key to Kolohe's success as he's moved through the rounds here so far, is his ability on some of these bigger sets, which we've seen other people struggle on. Yeah, it's, you know, and again, your routine out here is not normal today. The wave's broken up a bit. It's got these pockets. So it's not that traditional wall, but right here, I love that Kolohe said, you know what, I'm not going to go for anything progressive. I'm going to go for a classic gouge. And you know, that decision was on the fly. That's what made that move so cool. Looking at that move as a whole was pretty good, but the decision was very smart. Back to live action now, Andino looking to back up that first wave. Laying over that first turn quite hard. Pulling his board up out of the water, and now heading through to the inside. Easy air reverse, has a great strike rate with that move. And that was a tidy combination, but out the back with a lot of wall to work with is Coffin. A big carve already, and he's going to kick on out, but yeah, and different. You know, Connor has beautiful technique. You know, he's comfortable getting extended as he carves. A bit like Tom Kern and some of the other guys in the back, you know, those fundamentals, how he carves. See that, where he opened up his shoulders and dropped that left hand in the water. That takes a lot of guts. A lot of guys, when they carve, they really kind of stay hunched over their board and kind of follow their front leg. But Connor, he opens up. You know, it's very stylish, but it's also powerful. So a beautiful hack there from Connor. Right here, again, Kolohe having great reflexes. He sees a quick ramp and, you know, pops a nice little air reverse straight into a closeout turn there. So Kolohe, he's looked like he's really fired up this morning, Ronnie. And he's settling into each heat performance, isn't he? The first round, you could tell that there was some desperation to get a good performance happening here at Trestles. The second round, he just seemed to maintain his aggressive approach, but the nerves looked like they weren't really affecting him at all, and in this heat he's just looked very solid. Yeah, he looks confident, doesn't he? He's not second-guessing himself, so a great mix of moves. There's the layback snap, and right when that board started sliding, he started recovering, so he sat his butt right on the deck of his board and regained control very swiftly. So again, great reflexes from brother. Coffin's in a bit of trouble at the moment, Ross. Yeah, it's just a 5-point ride there, but a beautiful gouge to start that wave, but that wave closed out on him, which really cut the score in half. Well, here's Andino looking at the left, a little caught behind, but this wave isn't going to provide too much wall down the line. It looks like it's tapering off, but he's committed. He obviously knows the wave better than I do, so he's stuck with it, looking for something big on the inside, and he plants a very nice backside air reverse. So even though there was a bit of dead time through the middle of that ride, Kolohe knew there was potential for a ramp on the inside, and didn't he get it dialed? Well, you can tell that you know, Kolohe's had a million reps at, you know, pulling off airs. He seems like you know, he can do it in his sleep. So that backside 3 right there, he made it look very easy. Again, clean landing. Nice vertical snap right there. He had some oomph behind that maneuver as well, and then backed it up with a snap. You know what? This might better his 7.17 now that I watched the replay.
And this air, again, it's really nice because he lands it so clean. Gets the reverse, tail up in the sky, and spent 0 time recovering. Kolohe is switched on right now, Ronnie.
Well, definitely an opportunity for his fans to celebrate. But Connor's got plenty of support here on the beach as well, and he's picked off one of the bigger waves of this heat. Needs to get going. He's going to drive around this foam. Just sits down on that turn and kicks the tail. A solid finish. 11.5 minutes to go.
So I feel like Connor, he's really looking for this long wall. He's cruising into these maneuvers. But he might want to dirty it up a little bit if he wants to get some quick scores. Again, smooth carve right there. And right near the wave starts running ahead of Connor. I didn't really like that maneuver too much as far as a choice. I know he was looking at doing a 2-for-1, so it was a bit of just a quick snap, but again, it looked like he lost speed. It's just classic too. It looks like a great wave approaching the lineup. Let's see.
Well, here we go. This is Kolohe Andino looking to get rid of a 7.53. Opens beautifully once again. Second turn, pretty decent. Moving through to the inside. Trying to save this one with some fireworks on the end section. Didn't quite get it happening.
And that's kind of what's happened here in this heat right here. Kolohe's taking care of business.
Well, here we go. This is Connor's opportunity to get himself back in this heat. He needs to make this his best ride to date. He has plenty of speed to use on this move. A lot of power going onto the back foot there, climbing up over the foam. But he's going to kick out, and he looks frustrated as he exits.
Yeah, I feel like just the pace, that's maybe where things have gone wrong in the events that he hasn't done well in this year. He gets a little bit syrupy at times. I feel like, he really does get fixated on those types of turns right there, and they are solid, but you have to keep in mind, you have to have some definition and authority between turns and really clarify to the judges, here's my maneuver, and then on to the next one.
Well, chewing your nails is a sign of anxiety, and Connor's chewing the end off his fingers out there at the moment, but he's got time to bounce back, and I still think with those couple of solid results, he can do it on the championship tour, but he's running out of opportunities. We're going to see the boys shake hands here. Kolohe Andino and Connor Coffin having their first head-to-head heat here at Trestles in the 3rd round. But it was Andino putting together a very impressive heat score total, 15.7, and he's moving on to round number 4.